Hi everyone. So last week I posted a video about a health challenge I had that I was finding had an impact on my not just my physical well-being but also my mental well-being, especially my mindset, my emotions, and how pivotal it was to discover what that problem was. And besides the amazing messages I got of care and support and resonance, for which I'm immensely grateful, I also got this question from quite a few of you, which is like, how do I know things are off? How do I know this is not just my mind creating all this? I don't know whether it's feelings of depression, anxiety, overwhelm. How do I know it's not just me? Like it's all in my head. And for some of you, that was something you heard from doctors, that hey, this is psychosomatic. This is what's happening. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about how I've experienced this now that I've had the time and the space and the mental space and the clarity to reflect a little bit more on it. So since I've and maybe that's helpful. So since I've started feeling better for about 10 days now, I've been able to reconnect to it's going to sound strange, but I've been able to reconnect to the essence of me, to the authentic me, actually. And that helped me realize that for all this time that I was under the influence of this health issue, I was seeing life through the wrong lens. I don't know if you wear contact lenses, and the two eyes are different, and sometimes kind of mistake one for the other, and you wear the stronger one or the weaker one in the wrong eye, and you still can see, but it feels off, and you don't know what it is until you figure out that you've got the lens wrong. So this is how I felt. I felt like there's the filter through which I was seeing life was different, and this narrative is one I got used to it, right? Because it expressed how I felt and it became familiar. And as I was struggling, I was often encouraged to be kind to myself, to take all the time I needed to heal, and I totally believed in that. Did I mention I'm a coach? But the healing just wasn't happening, and if anything, the symptoms got worse. And I also felt that deep down, I felt like time and self-compassion were not the only answers. But I was desperate, and I had run out of options, and I felt helpless despite all the support and the help I got. And I know now that healing feels very different now. It feels right to give myself the time and space. Now, why is that? I don't have any guarantees that this is it, but I have faith. And the reason why I have faith is because from very early on, I got my old self back. I got back my passion. I got back my love for life. This feels like me. Now, this is not about viewing self-compassion as self-indulgence. When I said compassion was not enough for me, it was more about using self-compassion, but being able to also see the light at the end of the tunnel, like I do now. So to make this a little more relevant to you is, how can you tell if something is off? Now, the way I see it, it takes quieting down the mind, which means your thoughts about what's happening. And thoughts like, why is this happening to me? This is so annoying. This is holding me back. I should be doing X, Y, and Z. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how to change this. All these thoughts around, basically resisting what's happening and being pissed off by it. And quieting down those thoughts, and there's different ways to do that. Meditation is one of them, is my preferred one, but you can journal about them and get them all on paper. You can do things that kind of shift your state and make you feel like get you to a better place emotionally. But quieting down the thoughts also has an impact on the emotions, because our thoughts affect our emotions, right? So frustration, anger, sadness, guilt and shame, helplessness, annoyance, all this comes from all these thoughts I talked about. So once the emotions are quieter, then what's left is a clearer space, a quieter space to tune into your body, your intuition, and to contemplate, am I feeling like myself? Is this me? Is this my essence? Or is there something that's different here? And once you quiet all the noise, you're better able to reflect on that. Now, I also wanted to say not all of us have a healthy baseline here. I mean, I've had chronic back pain forever, and that didn't change, and it hasn't changed now. But that's always been there. And I've looked into it. It's part of my life now. And I do all the things I need to do to keep it in check. But other people may have an autoimmune condition or a disability or other kinds of baselines. And there the question is, again, does this feel different? Or does it feel like me? When I felt depressed in the past few months and I felt helpless, the reason I felt helpless is because I didn't recognize this person that was depressed, or that was feeling overwhelmed at the thought of planning dinner. Same person who parented and raised 3 children for a big part of that alone. I didn't feel like I was that person who didn't want to get out of bed or sit on her yoga mat, when that same person, the person I know, is passionate about what she does, and she's committed to her yoga practice and gets joy out of it, and peace and grounding. So that had never happened to me, to not recognize myself, at least not within. It had happened to me in the context of a relationship, but not in the me context. So my message for today is take a moment to quiet that noise. Take a moment to quiet the thoughts and to quiet the emotions. And see, once you have that peaceful space, see and listen to you, to your essence. Are you there? Are you feeling authentic? What does your gut tell you? Don't ask others, just go with your intuition. Your gut knows best. Don't ask others if you are authentic. Just listen to you and see what comes out of that. Hope this is helpful, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. I'm Katia Vlahos. I'm an author and coach, and I help my clients get uncaged. Bye.